I want you to watch this video every time when you feel lonely, every time when you feel like there is no one for you, and every time when you feel like you are all alone in this huge world full of people. So it's not a coincidence that you find this video. So I want you to pay close attention to the message that I want to deliver in this video. First of all, I want you to understand what loneliness actually is. A lot of people misunderstand it, and a lot of people get confused because they think loneliness is equal to solitude. But no, solitude means that you are alone, but loneliness doesn't mean that you are alone. You feel alone. Loneliness means you feel isolated from society, from the people that you love, and from everyone in general. Like you might be surrounded with people, but you feel isolated from them. So that's a very unpleasant feeling. And first of all, I acknowledge you for it. And first of all, I want to appreciate you for navigating through it all alone. First of all, I want you to know that I am here and I care for you. Let's just discuss how we can turn our loneliness into something really meaningful and productive for us so we don't get stuck in this loneliness. Okay, lesson number one is what this loneliness is teaching you, because I believe in every situation, every circumstances, there is always lessons that your soul needs to learn. Even if you had a bad childhood, there are lessons that you can learn from them. Even if your friends betrayed you, there was a lesson that your soul needed to learn. So even if you are lonely, there's a lesson that Allah wants you to learn, that Allah wants you to understand. Believe me, I am in the period of my life where I am like so alone. I never felt so lonely until this point. I outgrew my best friend, and I have no friends in real life, and I'm not even talking to my family and stuff. So it's not just isolation. I really crave deep and meaningful connection with people. So if I could, then I would have cried about it for days and days and days and months and then years. But we can't just sit and stare at our wounds forever. We have to outgrow them. We have to get ourselves out of this situation. So I'm here to help you how I am trying to get out of this situation so you can do the same. First of all, you know that everything comes from Allah. So this loneliness is also from Allah. This isolation is also from Allah. So whenever you feel it, you ask yourself what it is teaching me. What does Allah wants me to put my attention to? For example, if I can't connect with people right now, that doesn't mean that I won't be able to connect with them all my life. So it's just a phase of my life where maybe I need to get more productive. Maybe this loneliness is teaching me to become more connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to focus on my business, to focus on my passions, to discover myself, and to help you to do the same. That's my lessons that my loneliness is teaching me. Ask yourself what is the lessons that your loneliness is teaching you. Point number two is doing the things that you would have done when you have all the time and when you are not stuck in a cycle of sadness, depression, and loneliness, etc. So, for example, you want to learn a new skill. So, maybe this is the time when you start it. When you are not connected with people, you can start it. So, it might be a blessing if you view it as a blessing, and it might be a curse if you view it as a curse. So, it all comes down to you and your mindset. Which brings us to point number two. Point number two is your mindset. As I have said before, if you think it as a blessing, it's a blessing. If you think it as a curse, it's a curse. So don't think like Allah isolated me from the society to punish me. No, that's not what Allah is. But if you think that is what Allah is for you, then that is what Allah is for you. So change your perception, change your mindset. Think of it as a blessing. Think of it as a time where you can focus on yourself, your growth, and help other people as well. Know that feeling of loneliness is not permanent. Know that there is a community for you, that not just you would connect, but your soul would connect with them. Just because you have not found your people yet does not mean they don't exist. Just because people made you feel so misunderstood does not mean that there are people that could make you feel understood. There's abundance in everything, and there's abundance when it comes to connection with people as well. So believe that there is your dream friend group out there, and that is just waiting for you to come to them. And you know how you would get there? You know how would you connect with them? By raising your vibration, by becoming the person that has friends. Because if you are going to stuck in your loneliness, in feeling of helplessness, in feeling of that you're stuck, then you are not going to grow out of there. You have to crawl out of this loop in order to get there, so you can have that friend circle, you can have that people that you feel connected to, even partner. So it's not going to come to you until you become the person that has that friend group. Okay, so you need to get out of this mindset of victim mentality. Like, if you are going to say, okay, I am the left out in my group, and you are going to think about it for hours, then that's what who you are. Instead of thinking that I am the left out in my group, I want you to reframe it. I want you to reframe it. You might say that I haven't found my people yet. You might say that I haven't found the people that I connect to the equal level, not being a left out. So reframe your mind. So don't make it your identity that you are a person who's left out in a group. Okay? Don't make it your identity who's a person that has no friends. Don't make it your identity that you are a person that people don't want to be around with. Just because some people don't want to be around with does not mean that there are not people out there that would literally do anything just to talk to you, just to be around you, just to have your company, just to have your time. Never underestimate yourself, and know that there are literally people out there that care for you. And I hope that you find those people, but you have to gotta help yourself if you really want to connect with people. I really do hope, guys, that you found this video helpful, and if you like it, you can share it, and please do subscribe so you can get more of the knowledge and wisdom that your soul wants to hear. And know that I love you and I care about you for the sake of Allah.